going to be making flowers for Mother's Day. So I have made some flowers here. I've got two kinds. These are made out of coffee filters and these are made out of egg cartons. So I'm going to show you how to make the two. So what we have here is we're going to make the coffee filter ones first. So for that you're going to need coffee filters. And you can do it two ways. You can do it with coloring the coffee filters with markers and then using water on them. But I couldn't find the watercolor markers, so I'm going to actually use watercolors. So what I did is I got water and I added the colors I wanted from food coloring. So I have blue, I have purple, and I have red because that's the colors I wanted. And then I just got a plate out of my sink, out of my kitchen. And so then what I did is I take coffee filters and I'm starting with two. I'm taking the coffee filters and I'm putting them in the plate. And then I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to start with a color. I'm going to start with blue. And I'm just going to spoon some of the color in the coffee filter. Just wherever. And then I'm going to add some red. And right now, that's all kind of in the middle, so I'm going to add some red around the edges. And just let the colors blend together to make a pretty flower. And then I'm going to drip some purple, just because. So now I've got a really wet coffee filter there. So now I'm going to take a couple more and I'm going to lay them on top of those coffee filters, and that's going to help soak up the extra. I'm just going to pat them really good. They're all soaked up really good. And then usually I pick them up and flip them over just to make sure I get all the liquid from the bottom. And see, I have this really pretty round thing. So then I take the round thing and put my finger in the middle, and I'm going to crinkle that all up. See how about on the bottom? Crinkle it all up. Then you have to have a stem, and what I'm using is glittery pipe cleaners because I couldn't find any other kind of pipe cleaners that were green. This is what I had. I'm going to put that in two so that I can have it in the middle. So it's in half. And I'm going to wind that around this thing I made in the middle, the stem of the flower. And I'm going to wind the pipe cleaner around that so it holds the flower together. Just like that. And just kind of smush your flower together. And then twist your pipe cleaner all the way down to make a stem. And that's how you make a coffee filter flower. And you can make however many of those you want. I made 3. Okay, so I'm going to put that one there to dry. Now I'm not going to make any more because I showed you how to do it and I've already made my 3 there. So then the other part of my bouquet are the egg carton flowers. So for that you need an egg carton. For some reason the majority of the egg cartons that we have here in Arizona seem to be styrofoam. So my egg carton is white styrofoam, and I decided that since my coffee filter flowers were colored, I would leave my egg carton flowers white. Now if you have paints, you can paint them different colors if you want, or if you have the cardboard ones, you could paint those, but I'm leaving mine white. So I took all the extra stuff off until I just have the cups. So now I'm going to cut the cups And for this you need 2 cups for each flower. And I'm going to, well, for this one I made 5 flowers. And the reason why I did that, it's an interesting thing to know. When you make bouquets of flowers, you always do it in odd numbers. So if you have 3 of one kind of flower, then you need to make 1 or 5 of the another kind of flower. Or 2 or whatever, it needs to be an odd number. So I'm going to show you how to make one. You can make however many you want, but this is how you would make one. That's there. Put that there. So you cut your egg cups apart. And then I'm cutting off all of the extra parts here. You just cut a circle around it. You don't have to be exact, it doesn't really matter that much. Flowers are not perfect. That's what makes them special. So you have kind of as much of a circle as you can get. It's gonna have some funny shapes on it, that's fine. Then, the outside of the flower, you're gonna cut in the corners, halfway down, 3/4 of the way down to the bottom, in the corners. And then, in between those cuts. Again, 3/4 of the way down to the bottom. And that's going to make the petals to your flower. And then you're going to bend those down. See? Now generally flower petals are not square. So what you're going to do is you're just going to round the corners a little bit. So I'm just going around and making them a little bit round instead of quite so pokey. Yep. See, there you go. You have the bottom part of your flower. Then you take the second cut, and again you cut all the edges off again like you did before, so you have the round part. And this one is a little bit more tricky because what you're going to want to do is you want to make this one into little pokies. So we're going to make triangles into them. Make sure it's not going to blow away in the wind. Okay, so this one I want to make triangles. See, there's a triangle. Another triangle. So you just go all the way around making triangles. There you go. You have all the triangles. And then you're just going to put those two together. So then you're going to get another pipe cleaner. Again, I used green. And this one, I again put in half so they're the same size. And I went ahead and twisted this one. So it's already twisted. it's already twisted. Then you're going to put the pointy, stickery parts into the middle of your flower. First the bottom one. And then you want to put it in the second one. Push it all the way down in there. Then you're going to make a little bit of a ball here of the pipe cleaner and pull it down so it makes the middle. And there you have a white flower. And there you go. 2 kinds of flowers you can make for Mother's Day using coffee filters and egg cartons. Now before you use the coffee filters, be sure you ask your mom or dad, don't use all of their coffee filters. So it would be very cranky if they got up on Mother's Day and didn't have coffee filters for their coffee. But if they have extra, these are a great way to make flowers. So, there you go. I hope you have a lot of fun making flowers for your mom and that you have a great Mother's Day. I'm going to give this to my mom on Mother's Day. Tell her how much I love her. If you wanted to, you could get some perfume or some essential oil and put it on your coffee filter flowers so they would smell pretty. I think they would hold the scent. And there you go. Thank you very much.